guys had to get babysitters for tonight, but I'm going to make sure that it's worth your while. So I'm going to teach you how to teach your kids to be smarter and more successful in life. I'm going to teach you the basics to playing the clarinet. And by doing so, you can then relay that to your kids. So there are 3 things I will discuss in this speech. The first is how to assemble the clarinet and what the clarinet is. Secondly, I will discuss the how to play a note. And lastly, I will talk about how to play the C major scale for the clarinet. So, according to Melissa Locker, a Times journalist from Time.com, written on December 16, 2014, when children begin to learn music, they begin to hear sounds and their brain begins to process things that they normally couldn't otherwise hear. And this helps them develop neurological distinction between different sounds, which can aid in literacy, which then leads to improved grades for kids. So first, let me begin with what the B-flat clarinet is. So the clarinet, according to Funken Wagnall's New World Encyclopedia, a well-known American publisher, written in December 2016, the clarinet is a cylindrical wood-based instrument that is sounded by a single reed, covered with over 20 holes that are either have holes for fingers or pads with metal. And they're usually either made out of wood or plastic. This one is plastic. So, according to Carl Berryman, a German composer and clarinetist, he wrote a book called The Complete Method to Clarinet, Opus 63, written in 1918. The clarinet is broken up into 5 essential parts. You have the bell, the lower joint, the upper joint, the barrel, and the mouthpiece. So to assemble it, first what you want to do is you want to apply some cork grease onto each end of the joints and rub it in so that way it easily connects, which I've already done. So then you want to put the bell on the lower joint, attach the middle joint to the lower joint like that, and make sure all the keys are aligned. Then you want to stick on the barrel. Lastly, the mouthpiece, like that, and make sure that the cut of the mouthpiece is aligned with the back of the clarinet. All right up there. You want to get a reed, put a little spit on it, and then stick it on the mouthpiece, and then keep it tied in with the ligature, just like this. And that is how you assemble a clarinet. So now I've talked about assembling the clarinet and what it is. Let's move on to how to play a single note. So, according to Amy E. Van Duren and Mark C. Ellie, Dr. Ellie being a professor of music education and Mrs. Duren having a degree in the same, from their book, Wood Talk for Win-Wins, written in 2009, what you want to do to begin is sit on a seat about halfway from the back. You want to be straight up, with not too tense, not too loose, and you want to just make sure your feet are flat on the floor and everything is perfectly postured. Then to hold the clarinet, you want to have this part right here, the thumb rest, sticking on the right thumb at about 40-degree angle from your body. Your fingers should be in a very claw-like shape, covering up each of the holes and on a couple different keys like this, and your thumb should be, make sure your thumb's stuck on that key right there. Then for breathing, what you want to do is it's a bit different from normal breathing. So according to Keith Stein, a member of the Chicago Symphony, from his book, The Art of Clarinet Playing, written in 1958, to breathe, what you want to do is you want to start actually from the very bottom of your stomach and breathe up this way. That way it actually eliminates shoulder movement, because you want to keep your body movement as minimal as possible while playing, otherwise it creates noise when you're playing the instrument. So you want to breathe up like that. And then to breathe out, what you want to do is you want to keep enough air focused and fast so you're hitting your hand and you can feel it about a foot away. And that's how you kind of like create enough wind to actually play the instrument. Now lastly, what you want to do is to actually play the note with the instrument in your mouth and your bottom lip covering your teeth so you're not scraping on the reed. You want to say the word ta, or pronounce it ta, without moving your jaw as much as possible. So when you do that and put that all together and stick the instrument in your mouth, play a note. That's how you play a note on the clarinet. So now let's talk about actually how to play a note. Let's put that all together and go to how to play the C major scale for the clarinet. So the C major scale is the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do that you've heard in a lot of things, are known as the music solfège scale. So to start the do, which is the C, you'd start with your 3 fingers down and your thumb on this key. And you just work your way up, moving each finger off as you go. Then you kind of roll your index finger up without pressing any keys and hit this top note here to play A. Then you kind of want to hit all these keys down here, cover every single hole, hit this register key in the back here while holding that key down, and your pinkies on the far top, far bottom, and the top one right here to play a B. Release your pinky to play the last, the C, or the top do, in succession. And that's how you play the C major scale on the clarinet. Now, the clarinet, and not just clarinet, a lot of instruments help grow children and increase their knowledge as they go. It helps them in math, it helps them in reading, in listening, in discussions. It helps them give speeches because you're so used to, performing in front of other people that giving speeches isn't that bad. So, in this speech, I've told you the basics of how to play the clarinet. I've discussed 3 things. I've discussed how to assemble the clarinet and what the clarinet is. I've talked about how to play a single note. And lastly, I talked about how to play the whole C major scale. So again, what we want to do is, it's not just, you don't want to just force an instrument onto your kid. You have to have them choose what they want and actively be wanting to learn it as they go through school or through life. And to do that, I think it's best to show them a whole wide range of instruments, not just the clarinet. But the clarinet's my favorite one, and it's one that I've been playing since 4th grade, and I'll continue to play for the rest of my life. Thank you.